Endasuba Olosholang, located in the mountainous islands of South Sulawesi and deep in the heart of the jungles of eastern Indonesia, the Tana Toraja, also known as the land of the heavenly kings. Well, the Tana Toraja are well known for their delicious Arabica coffee, for their cocoa beans, and of course, their funerary rites. That is why anytime you hear anything about Indonesia, make sure you run to Nkaulele TV because their stories, oh my God, are awesome. So, karibu sana. This is Nkaulele. I'm Nasha, your host, kama kawaida. We have a beautiful, beautiful story. But before we get to it, first and foremost, I want to take this opportunity to say thank you so much for all my subscribers. It's been amazing growth. And Nkaulele is Nkaulele because you're part of Nkaulele. Kwa wale bado hauja subscribe, kindly do not forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, to subscribe to Nkaulele TV Kenya for so many interesting stories that are coming your way. And without wasting any time, let's go. Let's hit this story. Wadao, comparing the story I'm just about to give you right now with back here in our country, Kenya, I'm comparing the Tana Torajans, like, you know, Waluo na Waluya hivi. These people do not basically mourn the dead. Actually, they celebrate the dead more than they do birthdays, marriages, and all that. Wow, bashia ukwa kwa kifo. You see, back in our country, Kenya, the Luos and the Luyas, they celebrate by mourning. Then they cry. You know, there's that whole period of crying. And in fact, some people actually paid to just come and cry over the person who's dead. Anyway, back to our story. Sasa, the Torajans, wana believe mtu akidai soul yake haiendi. I don't know if you understand. So they when you die, the dead person is called sunga. What they do, they mummify that person. And then these people, they're not buried. Apparently, according to the story that I want to tell you, how I say wakisha die, there is celebration, then there is keeping your body, alafu kuna something that is made to take your soul and etc. So, according to the Torajans, mse akidai leo, these people, they are called the makalas, or actually the mama. Back in our country, Kenya, I'm sorry, mama means mom, yeah? So, this makala, or the sunga, they are put somewhere, and the family is allowed to go there daily. Wanaenda wanaongea nayo, wanamuosha. This is still a dead person, by the way. Wanaongea na yeye, wanamuosha, na apparently also smoke, take alcohol around that person, and they're supposed to behave as if they're feeding the dead person. Yeah. So like, if for instance, this was your friend, you're supposed to go to that room, unakaa na yeye, where there's like a room. They do, as you can see on the screen over there, there's that tree where they do like a nice place for the body. Unaenda unakaa naye hapo, you're supposed to be like, unajaribu kumfeed, then you eat. Alafu unamwambia vile story ya huko nje kunaendelea. So you guys were friends, you're supposed to sit with this person and tell them about what has been happening since they died. So you can tell them, like now back here in Kenya, we're actually having a very cold, funny season. So you're supposed to sit with that person and tell them, hey, by the way, kuna baridi. You're supposed to talk with them as if they are there. Because in the Tana Torajas, they believe that when a person is dead, it is similar to a person who's sick or someone who's asleep. Kind of reminds me something that I've heard about the Luyas back in Kenya. I don't know if it's true, so if maybe I'm wrong, you can just do a comment down there below and I can be able to know. I believe I've heard something like, if a spouse died, for instance, if your husband, left, the body is supposed to be brought home. If it's the wife, you're supposed to sleep with the body. I don't know, it's placed on the bed, something like that. Alafu, you sleep at night and stuff. I don't know for sure. So if I'm wrong, please let me know, because it's just something that I've heard, okay? Back to our story. Sasa, ilikuwa nimewashow, they don't bury immediately. There's a funeral service that they do. It's called aluk tumate. I don't know if I'm pronouncing these words right. Trust me, they're really hard, I guess. So, kwa hii celebration, this can actually happen even a year, 2 years later. It doesn't matter what happens. Once you die, There's no collecting of funds like right now, the way we do like in other places. Mnenda harambe, you changa do, then bury the person. No. You are allowed to have up to 2, 3, 5, 10 years for you to have a proper funeral. But in the meantime, before the funeral, there is a certain bamboo thing, Wanakaa chini, wanachonga. If you see like the way I am right now, they're supposed to do a statue that looks like me. Okay. Within this time, tuseme if my funeral is for 2 years, watabebaga mwili yangu. Okay, remember, I'm still not dead according to them. So I'll be cleaned all the time, nini. And they also have to carry this statue with them. So they carry my body, the people who normally carry the body. Alafu his statue will always be hapa in front. At all times, this statue is known as the Tau. Okay, the Tau, apparently according to the Indonesians, is where the soul goes when you die. So if you die today, your soul is, once the statue is done, your soul is kept in there. So they believe that the statue is actually looking at all times at what is happening. And that is why you still have to talk to this person all the time, because there's something yenye inasikiza story. Umeona? Sasa, siku ya hii celebration aluktumate. Body kibebwa, hii statue inabebwa. Mnaongea nayo, mnaiambia kama kulikuwa na issues, mnaiongelesha, alafu jioni mnairudisha. They do some nice, those 2 tree houses as you can see, hapo juu. Lakini this statue has to look at the family. Tuseme kama this is where my house is, where now I've been put the dead. That statue has to be put by the door. Inaangalia whatever is happening. They believe it can actually see. And once it's there, people from that family are supposed to always come bringing it gifts, especially cigarettes and alcohol. I know if you're Kenyan, you're already thinking, sherehe ndio imefika, but no, we are still celebrating the dead. Yeah? So, wadau, sorry, let me take you a step behind. Once you're walking around with the dead body, apparently there is a lot of celebration vile nimewambia. Kwa hii celebration, kuna kitu most important. What they share is sweets, food, and all that. But hile important kabisa kwa hii function is a sacrifice of a water buffalo. Apparently, according to the Torajans, the water buffalo transports the soul to your afterlife. So once that is done, they believe your soul is at peace. Remember when I started my intro, I told you these people live in mountainous areas. So there are some caves, some nice caves. So if you die and you don't have the tree house, you're stored in those caves. So these people, they just do nice caves inside, wanazicave yenye unatoshea ndani, where now you'll be kept. Hey, I know unafikiria hii story yenye umesikia saa hizi ndio most interesting. Kuna story hujasikia. Still, in the same place, there is another same funerary rite that they do. It's called manene. So apparently, hii nayo hata ndio was. What they do, if you've been, you died, it doesn't matter how many years later, they still believe your soul is still within. So what they do, they open up your jeneza. If it is broken, inahitaji maintenance, they repair. They can even get you a new one, depending now with money the family has. They can make you a new one. Alafu sasa your body. Remember this person is decaying. Once you're dead, you decay in a very short while. It doesn't take like years. So if you're decaying, they clean you up. They come with water and clean clothes. They wipe you. Kabisa. They dress you neatly. And then, this is where drum rolls should be. They raise you up like unaamka. You're not at walking or talking. No, we're not talking about spirits and everything. No. There's no power here. They just make you walk. So there's someone who will be holding your end and the other end. Alafu wanakutembeza now in the town. You're supposed to go to your family where they're supposed to take fresh photos and, just to refresh their memories of you. Now, this particular body that is being walked around town, inaongeleshwa na msee mmoja tu. Kwa sababu if any other person talks to it, utakuwa umefanya hizo spirits saa zikasirike. So it's only by one person and only family members are allowed to take photos. And then when that is done, anarudishwa kwa ile casket. If it's new or just repaired, unafunikwa and you're taken back until the family wants to see you again. Yeah, culture, man. Well, I know this is very interesting. Apparently, in 2009, people around the world saw photos of this culture being practiced, their tradition. They are doing their thing. Remember, for them, it is something that defines them. It is culture. It is their thing. So for us, we find it weird, but for them, it is what they do. So when they saw photos of, the whole celebration breaking qua internet and everything, people started believing that the Torajans have the power to bring, the dead back to life. But no, they don't. Okay? What happens is there's only this one person who can talk to this body. And by the way, if he does not talk to this dead body, it is believed that this walking dead body that is being held will actually turn into salt and crumble. So there's no that taking photos and everything. So there's this person who's chosen to just talk to it. They walk, they take photos and everything, then they take it back. This kind of reminds me of a certain clan here in Kenya, the Bukusu tribe. So apparently, they believe, or rather what I've heard, I don't know for sure, if I'm wrong, kindly just comment down there and correct it. They talk to the dead into a sitting position. So guys, we all know what happens to a dead body. It stiffens. After some time, it doesn't matter, 2 days, 3 days, 7 days, it stiffens. But now, apparently, there are some elders who can speak to the body, according now to this story that I've heard about this clan, till a sitting position, because apparently they only bury their dead seated. Remember, this is a dead person. They are stiff kabisa kabisa, wamekaa ngumu. But they talk to that person until they sit upright, just like I am seated. So this is how that person will be buried. Anyways, that is something that I've heard. You can comment down there. Also, something about death in the Luo community, just something that I've also heard. Apparently, once you're driving home, a body can refuse to go home. When you're transporting the dead to where it is supposed to be taken as home burial, it can refuse. And apparently, there's someone who's supposed to talk to it. Ndio ikubali kwenda nyumbani. I don't know, but I've also seen, I think, sometime back in the news and everything, it had to even just like roll over from the car because it has refused to go home. But nasikia pia unaweza idanganya. Somehow, if you're heading this way and it has refused, you can turn the casket to face the other side. Kichwa ifesi side yenye mlikuwa mnatoka, and it will accept. I don't know. Laws, help me down there. I would really, really want to know this story because I think it is an interesting story. I should cover death in the Luya and Luo communities. Well, as we all know, Kenya is known for our culture, especially like right now, just the way I'm dressed, you know I'm from Kenya. The Tana Torajans are very well known for their booming industry just because of their funerals and how they do the rite of passage, on death and everything. Culture ndio hiyo. You should be proud of where you come from, Well, if in case you've read my story, heard it, and you're interested to visit this particular beautiful tribe in Indonesia, remember to kindly carry a packet of cigarettes, a bag of sugar, and don't forget to carry beers. Hiyo ndo important kabisa kabisa. When the sherehe, you're going to mourn the dead. And remember, once you do that, you will have their delicious Arabica coffee. Celebrate with them with seeds, and that will be it. I hope you have, enjoyed yourself as much as I have with this particular story. Indonesia is a very, very interesting place. I think one day I should visit these people. And by the way, shout out to all my friends from Indonesia. You've always been commenting down there. Asanteni sana. This is another one for you. As we wind up, remember that culture is a way of coping with the world by defining it in detail. It has been an amazing time. Until next time, take care of yourself. Stay safe. Bye-bye.